In this video, I want to show you how you can turn this into this with the brushes, so let's get straight into it. First off, let's create two new layers for our fireflies. And I'm going to first create small fireflies, and I'm going to do so by going into the fireflies and particles group. And we have three different brushes here. We have fireflies small, then we have fireflies big, and then we have fireflies small and big. So this one creates only small ones, this creates big ones, and then this one creates big and small at the same time. So I want to have the big and small separately so I can move them around if needed. So let's just select this one, and right from the beginning you can see that the brush is a bit too big. If we compare it to a reference, you can see that I made quite small fireflies there. So let's make this into a very small brush and then just brush some of these fireflies in there. I want more towards the end here, so it looks like they're sort of flying away further towards the left top corner. And then we're gonna pick another layer and then select the big fireflies. And here you can see that these are naturally way too big right now. So I'm just gonna scale this down, and we can brush some of these. And you can see that the effect is gonna be very randomized. Every time you're gonna brush here, the effect is gonna be different. So I just want you to play around with it. If you don't like it, just hit Ctrl+Z. It's very easy way to go back a step. So just brush a few times, randomize, maybe increase the size a bit and brush a few bigger ones here. And something like that seems pretty good for me. So small ones, big ones, and let's add our silhouette next. So I'm gonna add a new layer here, and you could name these layers. You can, by the way, name if you just double click on the file. So I could do big, and these are small. So just to keep a bit more organized in our workflow, I'm gonna click on the man, then come up to the brushes. Let's pick the silhouette brushes, and from here I'm just gonna pick this one. And we need to resize it a bit, and then just put it here. Perfect. So now we have a silhouette there, and the next thing I want to do is add a bit of fog to separate this foreground from the background. The way how I'm going to do this is by creating manual selection around this foreground. So let's just pick our group 12 here, and then I'm gonna go to lasso tool. And all I need to do here is zoom in by holding Alt or Option on Mac and then scrolling. And I'm just going to create a quick manual selection. I think the quick selection tool is not going to pick these edges up since it's too dark. So I'm just going to create a quick selection around here. And for the man, we don't really have to create it because it's on a separate layer already. So we can just put the layer below that layer. So this takes a quick while to create. And once you have created it, then we can create a mask on it and we can refine it however we want. I'm actually going to show you some cool ways to refine this a bit more. Okay, so now we have our selection. Let's just go to under the man here, and I'm going to create a new layer. And once our layer is created, we need to hold Alt and click on layer mask. And now you can see that this area is black, which means that none of the effects brushed on this layer will be visible here, which is perfect for the purpose that we need this for. So now what we can do, we can select the fog brush. Let's just go to the fog menu, and I'm going to use, for example, let's go with this one. This is a good brush. So I'm gonna select like a bright orange color. Probably something, let's actually pick the same color as there and desaturate it a bit. And all we need to do is just brush here. And that's a bit too strong, so we can play around with the flow. And that's pretty good. Let's add a bit of blue there as well, just a bit of variation in the fog. And now you can see that we have some nice fog there that separates the foreground from the background. And if I zoom right in here, you can see that the edge here is quite harsh. And if you want this edge to be more defined and actually have those blades of grass like show up instead of this harsh line, now we could use the refining brushes, which are here in the grass, hair and fur. We can go here to the folder that says use these when masking. And let's just pick, for example, this brush here. And all I need to do is increase my flow. And then I'm going to resize the brush because this brush is really big in the beginning. And all I need to do is just brush white here. And you can see that we are now masking this effect off from these points, which means that we are not getting those harsh edges. And you would naturally only do this to the points where you have a bit of grass. So here and maybe a little bit there, although there's not a lot of grass there. So mainly it was just this area here that I wanted to just get the effect a bit out of. And that's it. Now we have a bit nicer looking fog there. The next step is, if we check here, you can see that the fireflies are way brighter in this scene than they are here. And this is because we don't have enough contrast in our scene. So let's go here to the group 12, which is our main image. And we're just going to add a brightness and contrast adjustment here and increase the contrast of the image. And this basically just makes the fireflies appear a bit brighter and the background a bit darker. And you can of course mask this effect out from wherever you don't want it to be visible. For example, if you don't want to make this city darker, you could then take the brush from here and with black color just brush here to the city. And then you can see that the effect doesn't apply to those areas. Mainly I just wanted to make the sky a bit darker here. The next step I'm going to do is add a curve here on top. And the reason why I'm going to add the curve is that if I want to make the fireflies brighter and I add a curve to the fireflies itself, it's not really going to work because this is just color. This is not texture. So if I increase the brightness of this, it just takes the color away from it and you're not able to create realistic looking results there. So instead what we need to do is we need to create a curve here on top of everything and then now increase the highlights and maybe bring the midtones down a bit. And now you can see that the fireflies appear way brighter and it has that nice contrast in them. If you don't like how this affects some of the areas here on the bottom, again, you can just brush it out with black color and you get some better results. So here you can see this was still a bit more contrasty. I made some color adjustments there and I basically achieved that by just adjusting the same curve. And then I went here to the red section and increased the reds here on the highlights. I'm not going to go in depth with how the curve works here in these tutorials, but you get the idea. You can color grade it however you want and get some really different looks out of this. But just remember, with the fireflies, you can't apply the curve straight to the fireflies because it won't look realistic. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this tutorial. Let's move into the next project, which is this Northern Lights project.